Here at FCA, we follow the 3 R's. The 3 R's are reverence for God, respect for one another and self, and responsibility for all that one does. FCA is Christ-centered in that we measure everything with our 3 R's. But in addition to that, when it comes to our vision, FCA, F for family, atmosphere, C for Christ-like attitude, and A for the academics, the Christ-like attitude means that we measure everything by that, all 3 R's. What would Christ do? What was his compassion like? How did he treat others? How did he go the extra mile? How did he demonstrate it on a daily basis to everyone? And that's what we want to teach at the school and what it stands for. Probably the most outstanding form of recognition comes from the community, where people in the community vote for their favorite private school, the ones that they feel excels. If you go all the way over to Florida Avenue, into Plant City to the other end of the county, of all the private schools in that area, 3 years in a row, #1. I would say it's the 3 R's that sets us apart. The 3 R's are actually our core values. And so whether it's a student or an adult that works here, we're all following the 3 R's. We're expected to follow the 3 R's. We were 1 class per grade level at FCA for many years. 5 years ago, we decided to make it a more robust school, to have more options for all children. And so then we began a plan, a 7-step plan, to where the first year we'd add a second kindergarten, the next year a second first grade, and so on. Next year we'll add the second fifth grade. That alone, in doing that each year, has expanded the school each year by 1 full class and 1 additional teacher. So the school is expanding at a rapid rate. It's a very positive growth line. Once we start into middle school doing the same thing, we could easily be up to 300 students. We have got to strategically be planning for that growth of how we're going to go ahead and plan for next year, the following year, the next 3 or 4 years, so that we do it correctly. And because of that expansion, we're having to look at the property that we have through Florida College and how we can either build additional buildings or bring modular classrooms in for growth. And that is a serious challenge for this school. One of the things that is absolutely essential for the success of the Academy is that currently we are self-supporting, but the self-supporting comes totally from tuition. Many schools that are private have that tuition base, but approximately a 20% base also that's connected with the total budget that supports what they're doing. Making growth happen without those donations on a regular basis that offsets tuition, it makes it very difficult to grow and do the things that we need to do and accomplish what must be done. So having a financial plan of donors on a regular basis that are committed to what we're standing for is absolutely essential. We have a TAP auction coming. TAP is a blessing to this school. It's the main fundraiser. We have to add another modular next year, an additional 5th grade class. But besides an additional 5th grade class, we use restrooms for the kids to change in for sports and for PE. We need a modular for a locker room. We need a modular for TAP, or TAP itself. We could already bring one on for 6th grade for next year because our 5th grade's an overload. So a minimum of 1 modular classroom is necessary. 3 really is what is needed. So when you start thinking of that cost, it starts escalating, and then the setup cost. And as we go around our school on a regular basis and look for safety concerns, or we want to keep our children safe, there are upgrades we want to make. Our TAP auction is essential. For FCA to continue to grow, donations are absolutely essential. The auction is where we go for family. It's FCA, where people get things at a great deal. But the auction is much more than that. It's an opportunity for the family to come together to say, let's make a serious commitment to make regular donations that will help us accomplish what the school needs to accomplish. We look forward to those people sitting at all those tables to go above and beyond just getting a good deal, but making this a good deal for all kids to come to as we expand and need their donations. The future of FCA is bright. It's bright in a number of reasons. Of 46 years, I've never been in school, public or private. And I've done trainings throughout this country in schools. I've never seen one that is so solidified with the 3 R's, their core values. as a whole with the entire school. It moves it forward at a more rapid pace. But with that, that's protected, that's institutionalized, that's who we are, and we're not going to sacrifice that. So that coupled with our growth means that this school is on a journey of a fast pace of growth that we have got to plan for. The values are intact, the culture is intact, the academics are intact. It's expanding and bringing in other opportunities, the foreign languages, other things in technology, those things that the students deserve and need that we've got to be able to bring forth in the next couple of years.